Hey YTPC, have a little YABO and a first impressions from that YABO. But first up, I got a wonderful sample of some fine tobaccos from Giuliano, G. Spitaletti, and I will put his link down in the bucket. He's responsible for making my awesome wizard tamper and this beautiful pipe. So a while back he contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try some Lakeland tobaccos, and of course I agreed. But I got more than just that. I got a bunch of samples here. So one that I'm really surprised to see and really happy because I've been wanting to try it is Condor Ready Rubbed Green. Oh yeah. And I have some Germain's Brown Flake. Some Gowith and Hogarth Bosun, I think that's Bosun Flake. A very hefty sample of Cannon Plug. And some Germain's Rich Dark Flake. So Giuliano, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. These are awesome samples of stuff that there's probably no way I would ever get it here. So I am so fortunate that you sent me these samples. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure these stay nice and fresh. So we're gonna put them all in a nice jar. And Giuliano really wanted to know my impressions of, well, I think the Cannon Plug, but most recently in our email communications, he said he was really curious of my opinion of the Rich Dark Flake. So the next segment will be my first impressions of that. So stay tuned. Okay, I did get about a flake and a half rubbed out. Still has a fair bit of moisture, but I don't think it'll be too moist. Now I do struggle with keeping flakes going from time to time, but hopefully this won't be too bad. We'll see. Okay, the char light is done. I'm going to let it rest for a minute. I got some kind of a dark fruit. There's a sweetness to it. Slight pepper on the retrohale, but I get that a lot sometimes in the beginning with Virginias. So that's basically it for the char light. So like I said, I'm gonna let this sit, come back, do a true light, and we'll see what we get from there. Okay, got the true light going. Still getting a lot of the dark fruit and the sweetness, but there's a little bit of a bready or a dough flavor. Slight, subtle, but it's mixed in there with the fruit. So I would say pretty much so far, I'm not even tasting the burley at all. I'm tasting the Virginia. I'm not getting a molasses taste from it. perhaps that will develop further on down the bowl. Okay, I am going to smoke down about halfway like I normally do, come back and let you know if I've detected any changes. So, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm about halfway through the bowl now. The dark fruitiness and the sweetness have come down quite a bit. It's now more of a nutty, and every once in a while, maybe a slight hint of chocolate. But I'm so bad at component picking, and I'm never really sure what I'm tasting. But I never did get a sense of molasses at all. So it lists it as as it's been molasses flavoring's been added, but I never got it. Been burning good. I normally have bad luck with flakes, but this one, I guess I rubbed it out just right. It's burning nice. But it's hard to tell. It's almost like now that I'm halfway, once the fruitiness and the sweetness came down, I'm not getting a lot of flavor much at all. So I don't know if that's just my palate. Maybe that'll change in the bottom third, but I'm going to keep working on it and come back when we're close to the bottom and wrap up my first thoughts on it. Okay, I'm down to the very last bit. I spent a little bit more time with it, trying to see if I could detect anything else, but really the bottom third was almost no sweetness at all anymore. Some bready notes, but for me, I just really couldn't detect any other flavor. So it became almost like a flat tobacco profile, if that makes sense. Spent a lot of time doing retros, and eventually even the pepperness on the retrohale is completely gone. So it started out strong, was pleasant in the middle, and then toward the bottom for me. And take this with being a person that I find most vapors very plain. So I think it's something in my palate that doesn't allow me to pick up on some of the nuances that people that are Virginia lovers and vapor lovers key in on. So, I mean, there's nothing unpleasant about it. It's just in the beginning and the middle part, when the flavors are stronger, I really enjoyed it. But then down toward the bottom, it's just, I mean, it's not bad, but it's for me at the last, it's a little flat at the bottom. So a good flake, I'm going to smoke all of it. I'm not going to give it away because I do enjoy the first part of it. And perhaps if I spend some time with it and I can, see if I can detect any of the other flavors that other people detect. So it's a good tobacco. Would I buy this one? No, but I will smoke the rest of what I have. I'm not going to give this one away because it starts out really great. Like I said, nice in the middle, And then at the end for me, it just, it kind of ran out of steam. So that's my initial thoughts on the Germain's Rich Dark Flake. So I know the sample is good. It still had a lot of good moisture in it, rubbed out real good. And as far as staying lit, I had no problem keeping this one lit. The only time it went out is if I, rested too long. So again, Giuliano, thank you so much. I can't wait to get into the Lakeland Essence blends. I can't decide which one I want to try first. I know that at Condor, I've been really wanting to try that. So maybe that's my next one on deck. So, all right, I'm gonna finish out the last. I don't know if there's anything even left in here at this point, and I'll catch you all in the next one.